Knights of St. John campaign. And this, my friends, I left it last time, where we finally conquered all of North Africa that is available to us. Now we have Morocco, of course, here in the west, but we have to be very wary here because we don't want to come to loggerheads with the Spanish. Now I know some of you have advised, some of the council have advised that we try and take Morocco and sort of use it as a bargaining chip. Here's the problem, my friends. Here's the problem we might just face here. As you can see here, Spain at the moment is indifferent to us because we have an alliance with the Ottoman Empire. We've had to have that sort of almost this very fine, delicate sort of balancing act we've got to control. We've got the Ottomans in the east of us, who are an absolute massive trading partner with us at the moment, but also a massive empire in their own right. We also have the Spanish there, the Spanish Empire in the west. Now they're indifferent with us at the moment, but they're still in the positive here. Plus 16, we have the same religion, same government type. We're alliance with an enemy nation, which is minus 12, territorial expansion minus 9, but we've got some respect in the national leaders, who is keeping us just above sort of them not being hostile towards us. We need Spain to stay, you know, absolutely on the line with us here. We need them to stay in good order with us. Now, there's a possibility we could cancel the alliance we have with the Ottomans, because as you can see, they are actually at war with Spain. But at the moment, we are not involved in any of these wars, so we can at any time cancel that alliance, or if the Ottomans go to war with another nation, then we can indeed sort of just, you know, completely ignore the war, tell them we're not going to join the war, and that will cancel the alliance. And that's fine, as long as things stay absolutely calm for us. It is a time where we must consolidate what we have. We don't have much trade. We have no technological base whatsoever. I know that some of you said that when the next town comes, sort of is ready to sort of be established, go for sort of a church or something like that. I completely understand where you're coming from, my friends. You want to bring that sort of religious, maybe turmoil coming, you know, because we've got a sort of Catholic order taking over. What is not a Catholic land? Is it a Muslim land? So it could, you know, we could have a lot of religious problems there. I can absolutely see where you're coming from with that, but it's crucial we get the technology up and running here, because we're weak on military technology, and more importantly, weak on economic technology. The economy here is not the best, although we are doing not too bad considering our starting position. Also, we are at war, of course, with Britain. For whatever reason, Britain has decided to declare war upon us. I mean, look at the fleet they brought already. Look at this army here. We've got pikemen here, but still, we are very on the edge here. We could be staring at the precipice possibly here. So we really have to be careful what we're doing here. This is a very fine balance and act we've got here. As you can see, the population is not amused, to say the least. We've even exempted this region from tax. So you can see we've got to get this port aid, this back up. That will bring repression back up to +4. It'll boost our economy in terms of the income from the tax, but also give us some additional units. We'll get desert warriors. We'll also get, potentially, once we of course get the technology up and running, and we'll also get some howitzers now from here as well. So that will definitely give us a big boost there. But again, desert warriors are not too bad. They probably will be good for garrison duty. Almost got that. One more turn, I'll be ready. But also, we do need to bring also, because we need technology for the roads. We need all these roads to interconnect, and also the roads potentially. We might have overland. We don't think we've got any overland routes coming in here. I don't know. I don't believe we have. I think ours is via the sea with the Ottoman Empire. But at the moment, I think the Ottomans are under a lot of pressure here. As you can see, the Knights of St. John is coming in here, but for some reason it's being cut off from somewhere. Maratha Confederacy here is being cut off. Maratha Confederacy here. That must mean someone up here is... Oh, Poland. Poland have Crimea. So that must be why this must be getting cut off. Are Poland at war with... No, they're not at war with Russia, but they're at war with the Ottomans. And probably Ottomans are actually sealing off the Crimea here. And that's why none of the trade from the Maratha Confederacy of Poland is actually reaching sort of the Mediterranean. As you can see here, we've got no trade with the Ottoman Empire coming in here at all. Or here. So that must mean one of these ports must be cut off here. Possibly this port here is one of the ports that cut off, so it's not, the trade isn't actually reaching us. So you can probably see here, trade. Oh, look at that from East Indies. Look at that spice. It's a wonderful sight there. But the Ottoman Empire is bringing 2578, and New Spain is 2340. We've actually got some very good trade established. Look at the bonus we've got here, 301 in bonus trade. and 269 bonus trade here from New Spain. So again, we need to keep those well established, and indeed this army here needs to be brought up to full, because I can pretty much guarantee we're going to get a rebellion here. Without question we're going to get a rebellion. I think it's important that we do invest and bring these troops up to full capacity here, because we're going to need them to fight what could be a brutal insurgency here. We should have to quash pretty quickly. Now we could invest. The Royal Observatory. It's going to give us additional technology research rate. It'll spawn additional gentlemen. Happiness here as well. It might, and also +8 to town wealth. It could be a bonus for us to actually go for this Royal Observatory here. I think what we will do, actually, we'll take the plunge here. We've got 2696 coming in. We'll give us about 5,000 here. Moderate prosperity. We're respected as well. Now let's have a look. Oh goodness me, they're not happy there at all, are they? Our monarch is not good at all. -10 to diplomatic relations are not good. But look at the treasury, my friend. It's absolutely staggering. It is one of the finest treasury ministers I've ever seen, ever. Look at that trade advisor. Wonderful. All the ministers are basically keeping this great nation, or potential great nation, afloat here. And of course, Cyprus, we have to keep this fleet here because Britain wanted to land on Cyprus, but of course, because we've got a fleet within the port here, they can't land on the island because it's too small for a sort of a beach assault, as it were. So we've got to keep this navy in here, otherwise we're going to find ourselves in a great deal of trouble. But we're going to use privateers here. Also, excellent advice from the council once again was only to build sloops for the trade routes. So we are definitely going to be looking at that as well. Let's have a look at the potential here for trade routes. Now we've got the trade route here. We're already putting in 2,201 here. Ideally we do need to bring in some more trade. We're going to have to look at some different trade nodes here. We're not sure. Britain is here, so we're going to definitely keep away from Britain there. Ivory Coast potential here. There's Martha Confederacy cut off from here. But we do need to really expand into here, which we can do. What about the coast of Brazil? Now, the coast of Brazil could be... look at that there. 420. And we got Spain here as well, so that's excellent to see. They've got a decent fleet here, of course. Light galleys aren't the best. But they've got a full warship in here as well, 5th rate. So that's what we need to do. We need to expand out here on the coast of Brazil. We could be sailing quite close to the wind here because Britain is probably out here as well. No, it's not actually. Nice. So Portugal is here, but Britain is in here as well, which is fine. We've got Spain here anyway, so that's not too bad at least. As you can see, Spain has already got its foothold here in the south, and the sort of the deep south here in North America. It's got Cuba, and also Hispaniola, and of course we've got New Spain as well, who we're trading with. But we are, as many of you said, many of the council have said, Mala, you need to expand into the New World here by taking the Leeward Islands and Trinidad and Tobago here. This won't put us at war with anybody. In fact, this will probably put us on good standing with others because we'll take out the pirates, and they'll give us a good base of operations here. We've got a low yield sugar plantation. Actually, yeah, France is taking a bit of a beating here from the pirates, but again, not our concern. We've got a high yield plantation here from the sugar. Let's what's sugar bringing in here. 21, not too bad here. Ivory, of course, is absolutely staggering. Look at that, 38 there per gold per, probably per ton of ivory, I'd imagine. That's a staggering amount there. It's also got another shipyard here, but if we convert one of these probably into a port, maybe the Antigua Islands here, or maybe even this. But look at these. Ideally, we'd like these to fall into rebel hands, and we would really pounce here, because this gold, this mineral wealth here, this spice wealth would bring in copious amounts of money for us. It really would, but we're not there yet. We must maintain our discipline here, my friends. First of all, we need to get ourselves technology up and running, and then we need to really sort of consolidate our economic base here. We can't be running around the world trying to take over different regions. It isn't going to work. We have to stay disciplined here and maintain and build what we've got here. I think this is the next town here. It's actually going to be the next one. 17 turns. Or do we have another town? Probably close. 44 for Kesserine. here. 67 for Mistrata. So it's going to be here in Algiers, right? Of course, we've got no technology at all. 2696, that is depending upon things going well here with trade, etc. We are looking... That's just about under control here. Just about under control. And here as well is under control, but only barely just. And here is we're just absolutely loathed here. Minus 15 until we get this up here. That'll bring it down to minus 11. And then hopefully over time we can bring this under control. Actually there's no tax coming in from here, but tax eventually will come in here. We've got a port giving us 160, and then we've got town wealth 32, which is not brilliant, but still, it's the best we can do at the moment. Let's end the turn here, my friends. Let's keep an eye on what Britain does here, and indeed Spain. Look at these British fiends here. Stay away from us, sir. Stay away from us. France. We're caught in a quandary here. We're caught in a dilemma. Do we keep the Ottoman... Oh, gentlemen, please. Oh, dear. Do we keep the Ottomans on side and keep that alliance with them? Or do we keep Britain, Spain, and we could always cancel the alliance with Ottomans and go with Spain eventually if we can, but at the moment we're going to stay with the Ottomans. Nothing's happened to them, and they also haven't declared war upon anybody else. Now, their wars are their own business. We have kept out of their wars. But that doesn't mean we couldn't be dragged into one. If that comes to that, we will not join a war with the Ottomans. We refuse to do that. And if we break the alliance with the Ottomans, we will then join, hopefully try and get an alliance with the Spanish. But that is not to say that will work either. So we've got to look after ourselves as well. We must maintain our discipline here. Looking after ourselves as well. Because all diplomatic activity that we take part in is not for the good of others, it's for the good of the Knights of St. John. Russia, Sweden, potentially could be a potential ally in the future, but we just have to keep our eye on that. New Spain, who we definitely want to stay within reach of. Morocco now. Ooh, Morocco obviously went for an attack somewhere there, but that didn't go very well. Mughal Empire. And again, if we could get trade with the Mughal Empire, it would be a wondrous sight, it really would. Pirates, you stay out of our lanes, pirates. Don't blockade the New Spain. Look at that, fiends. 2722, not brilliant, but still. Excellent. So Algiers now is... There it is. There it is. We've got to quell this rebellion. We have to put it down immediately. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 camel nomads, desert warriors, Barbary pirates. We've got to put this to an end here. We just got to do it. If we don't, we are going to find ourselves this rebellion holding on for a long time. If we crush this rebellion, the populace here will come under our control. And then we can exempt this, or release the exemption from tax here. Got the navy there. That's underway. 14 turns until Beja is ready. We do have a governor's palace en route there. And ideally we could have that royal palace here. 6 turns, but we're going to try and build up a little bit here of a sort of a cushion here for ourselves. We did have over 10,000 at one stage. We want to get back to there. But this is not going to be this is not going to be a campaign that's going to be over very quickly. It's going to take us our time here to get things sorted here. You can see Venice has Gibraltar here. Lots of conscripts. Oh my word, look at the Spanish army here. Walloon guards, halberdiers, mercenaries. My goodness me, they got some forces here. We couldn't take Spain on. There's not a chance. But they haven't cracked there either. What's our... Still plus 16, so we're okay there for the moment. Can't trade with anybody else. That's now reached maximum capacity here. So we've got 500 regional wealth here. So that's going to increase. Hopefully that'll bring in a decent amount of income here. Tax is 7. It's got 8 here. We're just about keeping this under control. Tax burden is 0.36%, 36%. Agriculture is actually keeping things pretty well balanced here. Again, if that income can go up to 1,000, we will look pretty good then. But again, we need that technology, which we just can't get a grip of just yet. We've got to put this rebellion to bed here. We just cannot have this. Let's take this fight, my friends. Let's take this fight. We are going to have to maul these gentlemen. We don't have the... We've got one regiment of horse here fully ready to go here, but we're going to have to really be on our guard here. Right. Let's begin this fight here. The second fight that is needed for this region. We've got to bring this region under control. We've got to crush this rebellion. If this rebellion carries on as it is, we will find ourselves dragged right into the pit. We really will. We will then be standing on the precipice, sir. We cannot have that. We've got to be able to. We've got to face this challenge immediately and with full vigor. Crush this, bring the rebellion under control, and bring this region under control, and that way then we can finally get ourselves established here. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll compact our horse into one mailed fist, as it were, because they've got plenty of camel nomads here, so we've got to keep our options open here, but we've got a good complement of troops, all fully replenished. I've got here a decent amount. Let's have a look at the lay of the land here. Let's look at the size of the deployment zone. It is huge. That is a massive deployment zone. But the one area that's of benefit to us, as you can see, it sort of undulates, moving from here sort of downwards, up the slope, down, back down this sort of small hill down here. We don't want to fight on the flat here. We want to fight on the raised area because it's good for our artillery. Our artillery is not howitzer, so it doesn't fire over things. It fires in a direct line, a straight line. So let's bring that artillery to bear here. I think we'll have our... Is that the road there? Is that the road there? I believe that's the road, or is it? No, I think it just sort of merges into this sort of deforested area here almost. Right, let's bring our artillery to bear. So we actually have the artillery here. It's the best we've got. So all we can do is really is our ace card here is the artillery. Look at that. Hopefully one day we'll be able to build upon that, and I think, because you can see we've got some very nice troops here, I think we'll have the 2nd Regiment in the vanguard of the defence here. Look at that. Wonderful to see there. 3rd Regiment on the right. Gentlemen, in good order please. Let's have a look at that. Look at that. Oh, what a wonderful sight there. 4th Regiment on the slope here. We've got to be careful here we don't get sort of bogged down in some fighting on this slope here. Wait. It's better. It's good. And again, luckily we've got a good complement of troops here. 1st Regiment. And again, fighting on this sort of slope here could be crucial. We do hold these slopes here open. That's a good vanguard there. 5th Regiment on the extreme right. And again, we're not sure where they're going to be coming, which direction they're going to be hitting us from. Ideally, we like to keep some reserves. We'll go with the 9th Regiment here. And again, we're going to start sort of just sloping the regiment slightly here. Gentlemen. Now, we don't have fire by rank, which is a real problem for us. We need the technology here. We need fire by rank. Let's pull the general in. I know that many of you have requested generalships here. You will be generals, but we just need more armies before we can do that. So there won't be promotions just yet. Now, we're going to keep the 6th Regiment of Native African Infantry here in reserve. They'll be just behind this sort of picketed fence here. We don't need cash. We don't need friendly fire if we can help it. And again, we'll have the 8th Regiment in reserve on the left here. Again, take them off friendly fire. Reduce the casualties. And we'll also have these gentlemen in reserve here on either flank here, just to make sure that we're not going to be caught off by those camel nomads trying to strike us in the flank. That's more like it. Look at that wonderful sight there, sir. Now, let's begin the battle, my friends, for this region here. Look at that. They're coming heavily here on our right, their left. Look at the cavalry there. This is absolutely staggering. And of course, we don't even have any... So let's alter... Oh, straight away they're already buckling. They're already buckling under fire. Gentlemen, this is not a Sunday stroll. I'm going to repeat that once again. Are they going to try and break around this flank here? Indeed they are. So we're actually going to have to alter. Move it, gentlemen, move it. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to have to adapt here, because that's a lot of cavalry coming around this flank here. We're actually going to slot in the African cavalry here. The African native Indian, I beg your pardon. The African native infantry, I do beg your pardon, is coming on. It's going to fill the hole here on this right flank. We're just going to have to... Yes, run, you curs. Come on, break these fiends here. Well, that's it, well done, sir. Put an end to this rebellion, gentlemen, if you would, please. That's a wonderful sight. What, are you just... Gentlemen, are you strolling? Are you actually strolling, gentlemen? Come on, don't just wave and kill them, lads. You want them shafted, please, gentlemen? These as well, please. Thank you. Oh, look, this is an absolute whitewash here. You dare take on the power of the Order? Bravery of these gentlemen here. Into the flank of the lads. Winning slightly, I think, not sir. nothing in return. Look at these fiends here. How dare they return? Look lively, gentlemen. Look lively. Let's get this infantry properly established here. Yes, what a victory, my friends. What a victory there, and well needed. A rebellion crushed at the very roots. 195 men remaining. We cannot allow them to escape here. We could be in a lot of trouble here. We've got to destroy this rebellion. We could have another rebellion here. It's going to be pretty brutal. Minus 20 here. Got to crush this rebellion, otherwise we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We've got to try and build up this bank. Oh, 3,000 there. That's probably because we've lost some army, some men here in this fighting. Right, let's end the turn. Let's not wait around anymore. Britain. Well done, Britain. Well done. You have to doff your hat where it needs to be doffed. The provinces. Spain. On the Portuguese there pretty brutally. Poland. Ottomans. Ottomans are moving towards Athens here, but we're not sure what the reason is for that to be there. As long as they keep their strength. Russia. Ideally we'd like to keep maybe try and get some trade with Russia at some point, but again we need the ports. We don't have the ports available to us. Morocco is increasing this presence on the border here, which does give us a little bit of concern. The Italian state's giving a lot of harassment there to the Ottomans. Pirates. We've got to crush this rebellion once and for all. Damn it, look at these fiends here. Let's end this, my friends, once and for all. Oh, for goodness sake. Minus 19 is coming down here bit by bit. The fleet arrives, sir. Wonderful to see there. Actually. Ho, 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 ho. 3765, thank you, good sir. We've now established 2 trade routes here in Brazil. Excellent, excellent to see. Bit by bit here we can hopefully try and turn things around here economically. We can't really invest in this town just yet. We want to probably put in, I think we'll put a colonial militia in here just to try and bring things into control here. Just to bring out a bit of stability here. Now, again, so got almost here the Governor's Palace here. We've got 2 more turns of the Royal Observatory, which will definitely give us a boost here. 13 turns here for that. It's just so far off, it really is. Growth is going well though. Growth is up by 1.7 million. It's going to go up to 1.7 million eventually, and it's growing as well, so that's why we've got this here. But hopefully with the introduction of this here Governor's Palace, it will increase a lot of the repression and the bonus here to tax, and also open up an additional recruitment slot here for us, which is currently just 1, so we'd have 2 here, which would be great. Tunis, which we definitely need to increase, improve here. We need that technology, we really do. Can we buy technology off any one of the major nations? Now they're friendly with us. I wonder if Britain would want peace. No. What about Spain? Would they be willing? They haven't got what we want really. What about Russia? They're indifferent. -4, but still. We get plugged bayonet off them. We'll offer them 1,000. Oh. Looks like we're on our own for the meantime, which is fine. We've got to crush this rebellion here, this rebel army here. We just got to. Then we can pull this back to Tripoli here and bring this army back into full health here. We've got 3765. Let's end the turn again. That's a big force there from Britain. Where are they heading to? Probably to where we're trading in Brazil, probably. Spain, Prussia, Russia, Sweden. We just need things to stabilize here. Things to calm down. Stability is the name of the game here. It really is. I know that we need to get ourselves into the new world as well. We will do that, but we just don't have the capacity to do that just yet. Italian states, stay away from things here, Italian states. Venice. They've taken a bit of a beating there from somebody. Genoa. And they're raiding the trade lines as well. Pirates don't do it. Pirates are. They've done it. They've done it. By damn, they've hit our trade here. Something chronic. 1132. There it is. New Spain completely cut off. Minus 17. Let's crush this rebellion once and for all. Oh, you've got to be joking. This is getting ridiculous now. We're starting to lose so many men from this fighting. It's ridiculous. Plus 1 to morale in battles. I think we'll have to take this fight ourselves. They should be gone by now. Right, 8507. We're not going to do anything yet. We're not going to be, we're not going to be silly here. Nothing else has improved. Still, 12 turns to there. Again, we're just going to build what we can and grow what we can. Eventually we'll put this here, the Imperial, this Royal Palace here. This will definitely be one that we'll take on here. It will allow us this. We also probably need to increase our fleet, actually, our recruit. So, sloops were the recommendation. Actually, we probably could do with a privateer as well at one point to start building up our naval fire, but we're going to get a sloop in here to improve our trade. Let's end the turn. I know it's not very exciting here at the moment, my friends, but we just got to play this very, very close to our chest here. Austria, United Provinces. Well done, United Provinces. Well done, sir. Putting the end here. Come on now, Spain. Do something about New Spain. Nothing. We could actually try and get some technology from our allies here, the Ottomans. Russia. Oof. They've hit one of the main ports there over the Ottomans. Oh, well done, Louisiana. Well done, sir. Look at Empire and pirates, or rebels, as it were, as well. They're still gaining strength here as well. Damn these rebels. Yeah, they've got more. Right, we're going to take this fight here. We're going to put this to the end once and for all. We're going to crush them this time. Properly crush them. Because what they're doing, because the longer they're out there, the more rebels they'll gain. We've got to put an end to this rebellion once and for all. That is it. We're getting weaker as they're able to get stronger. We've got to crush this rebellion. Look at the forces we got here now. Look at them. They've been absolutely decimated here with this rebellion here. So we're immediately going to take the fight to them here. Actually, we've got a full complement here. Where are the guns? Let's look at the deployment here. Again, let's do things properly here. Could put the guns up here, but there's not much point. We need them to be centrally located here. Upon this mound here, I think, here. We're going to hunt them down. Here. go right up at here, and we're going to move flank around and take them out here. We've got 123 men here in this regiment, and we've got 181 here, so we're not looking too bad. But again, we are going to take the fight to them this time. We'll just leave the general here. And we'll just leave these 2 regiments here. They're pretty depleted, but they'll just provide a little bit of extra cover here for the cannon. The rest are actually going to go out, and actually we'll keep this one to one side as well, I think. Just giving us an extra layer of protection. But we're going to crush them this time. Let's begin this fight. Looks like they're coming straight for us here. Let's try and set a trap here for them. Just destroy them. Absolutely wipe them out, please, gentlemen, if you would. Don't let them out, don't let them out. We're going to continue. We've got to break these fiends. Shatter them. Well, let's get them now. It's actually a pretty good defensive post there. Come on, get in there now, lads. We need them destroyed. Shatter them. Ceasefire. Ceasefire, gentlemen. Catch up with the main body of these fiends here. Charge, lads! Don't let them get away from you. They're shattered, they're gone. Look at these fiends here at last. We've done our duty here and ended this rebellion. We want them utterly vanquished, gentlemen, please. So you've got them, lads, you've got them. Into the main body of them now. It's a tremendous fight there. friends, was a wonderful fight there. Yes, heroic victory once again. And that shows them what happens when you start a rebellion against the Order. Yes. Look at that, brought down to -10. Military crackdown in effect. Excellent. Got that wonderful sloop here. We've got the Royal Observatory now. Oh, look at that. And the palace there in Algiers. 3824. Fantastic. That's exactly what we wanted. 74% there. The treasury's doing phenomenal. Right, now we can start, once they pull back, we can replenish these gentlemen here. Bring that under control, and we can finally bring the tax of this region into the greater sphere here. Look at that, absolutely wonderful here. 572, 11 turns here until we get that technology we needed. Now, do we invest in this royal palace here? I think we will. That's a big investment, I know, but still, it will bring about the sort of our stamping our mark here on Malta, and hopefully bringing growth to both the wealth and also the this civilian population as well. Now, this dolphin here, this is going to actually be moved out. I think we'll head for the South America Trade Theatre here. Let's try and boost that there. Let's keep those fleets, you know, moving at all times here. We've got coming in 3824. That'll take us back over 10,000 again. When we've got to keep that reserve because we need to build this army back up as well. So we do need to keep money in the bank to be able to put this army back together after quite a brutal rebellion, actually. But actually, let's keep a steady flow here of sloops coming. I know we've got one here as well, but actually, let's send this one into. I wonder if we can move into the Ivory Coast. That would give us. Let's move into the Ivory Coast and let's see what that'll give us, because that will actually might give us some additional. Can't quite move down there. We don't want to. Let's move into the West Africa Trade Theatre here, just in case there is a position open there for us. We can get ivory, which at the moment is giving us 37 gold. We can try and sort of, you know, have our fingers in all the pies here. That'd be absolutely fantastic. It really will. I just wish that Spain would do something about Morocco, because they are at war with Morocco, but not doing anything about it, which is a shame. Still, they're indifferent with us still. Plus 16. We just need an additional trade port somehow. But we don't have that just yet. We do need to move into the New World, to be honest with you. But at the moment, we can't do that. Who are Italy? Allies with Venice and Genoa. That would give us a lot of problems. We've got New Spain and Corsica here as well, which is good to see. What about Genoa? Austria down, if they'll give us any technology. Ooh. Cloak bayonets, do they have any? We'll offer them 1,000. Would they accept that, I wonder? No, they're just not going to give their technology away to us at all. We've got to do this ourselves. It's going to take us a while to get there, but we will get there. But we definitely need this. We need technology up and running very quickly here. I wonder if the Ottomans would be more willing to negotiate here. What technology do they have? Good grief, they got a lot. Let's see if they would be willing to do this. No. Look at that terrifying, spectacular wealth. Glad we've got an alliance with these gentlemen, because it looks like they're actually solidifying their hold here, and they got a tremendous trade. Oh, 7,152 there. And actually they've opened up their trade again with us, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, let's end the turn. Let's see what happens here, my friends. Oh, Britain, stay out of the Mediterranean. Britain, stay out of the Mediterranean. France. But the problem is, well, actually, ooh, they've kicked the pirates out of the way there, which is good to see. Spain voyaging forth. Ottomans, well done Ottomans, they freed up that port there. Patras is attempting a possibility there. Patras there with the, but then again we would be in trouble with the Spanish if we took on the Venetians. Where are they going? Where are the Ottomans going? With that? Russia? Ah, they're raiding those trade lines. New Spain, ooh, that was a surprise. So they're taking on the pirates there, or at least attempting to take the pirates on Mughal Empire. We definitely would like to trade with, because that is an exceptionally rich nation. Portugal, Venice, who, ooh dear me, ooh, they got an absolute thrashing there from the Ottomans. Well done, sir. What? Hello? I don't think so, gentlemen. Let's bring this under control. Oh, look at that, -1. Excellent to see. Yes. Wonderful there. As predicted, 10,491 here, so we can now bring this army back into its full prime here. We shall do it first with these gentlemen here. They have earned that right. I think we'll bring this cavalry regiment here into the fore. The native, African native cavalry, infantry as well. I always keep saying cavalry. Let's bring all the infantry regiments up to full strength here, regardless of the cost. 3,800, nearly 4,000 there. Look at that. Tax income has gone up. Excellent to see. It really is wonderful to see. Fully replenished here. 10 more turns till Baija comes on stream for us. 5 more turns to the Royal Palace. Can we finally now establish ourselves and start building some armies here? I think what we will do is we'll start. Oh, look at that. I think we get this privateer. It's going to give us additional firepower. I think we need to start building our fleet here a little bit as well. So that's 6. Back up to 10,000 again. Actually, that's dropped significantly there by 300. Again, we've got to keep a close eye on what's going on here. Is there anybody else we can possibly get any alliance with? I wonder if we get an alliance with the Mughal Empire. Mind you, how are they doing in their war with the Maratha Confederacy? Oof, they're getting smashed in here. I wonder if the Maratha Confederacy be open to an alliance. No, indeed not, sir. Mighty, and they're rich as well. Mighty provinces are unfriendly with us. Britain. I wonder if Britain would be interested in a peace treaty. No. Could we send them some money, I wonder, and try and get some peace here? No, they're just not going to accept it. They're just not going to accept it, which is fine. But we've managed to stabilise here. We've brought this rebellion, which is the key thing in this particular episode, my friends. We've brought the rebellion, which we knew was coming. We've brought that under control, which is absolutely vital here. What if we happen to be under that -3 here, but it's going to bring 93 here into that. But we don't need that just yet. We want to bring this firmly under control first, and then go from there. We do need to start expanding though, so we're going to try to look to build a force that we can send to the new world here, to the pirate islands here, particularly to Antigua here. If we can get that here, it'd be absolutely fantastic. So my friends took a phone call there. So we can take the Antigua Islands here, Antigua the Leeward Islands here. This would open up this here, but of course we would have Britain on our doorstep, which would probably give us potentially some problems. Britain at war with New Spain, us, Sweden, and the pirates, of course. We've got trade partners there. Their allies are pretty extensive there. But we can't let Britain dominate what we're going to do. We have to move into these islands here and try and take these pirate islands for ourselves. It's going to be a difficult task. It's going to require a great deal of juggling of our economy and of our military resources here, but we will do it. We will do it, my friends. But first of all, we've got to bring here Tripoli under full control and bring this army up to full strength here. Because this could be the army that's going to make its way to the new world. Because it really is a battle-hardened army. It really could stand up against quite a beating here. But indeed, we've got to have a force to replace it in its stead. If it does depart these shores and aims for the new world, we've got to have an army to replace it to be able to defend our shores here. We do have these gentlemen here already, which is not too bad at all. But we've got to keep an eye on Morocco here, because they're starting to build up quite a step. But if Spain doesn't go for Morocco, then we might very well do it ourselves. We might very well go for Morocco ourselves here. But that's a massive force. So we'd have to put together an army that's going to be able to really, a composition that's going to deal with this, which is a lot of cavalry, Amazonians militia, and some Barbary states and desert warriors. So we're going to have to put together quite the force there to deal with this. But if we get Morocco, look at that. What a boost that would be for us. It would be absolutely fantastic. They've got an exceptionally high tax rate as well by the looks of it. But we'd have an additional port here. We'd have some farmland. We'd have additional... Excuse my phone there, friends. We have lots of farmland here. The Weaver's Cottage here, which would definitely be better. But we'd have this... quite a substantial town here. But that is for the future, my friends, because we're going to end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please keep your comments coming down below, my friends. I know this has been a bit of a slow start at the moment. We don't have a lot at our disposal in terms of being able to sort of launch massive attacks and huge attacks. But we've got to be able to pick our fights exceptionally well here. And the main priority is to establish a decent army here, but also to get our infrastructure and our economy running at full pelt as best we can. To be honest with you, we do need that technology to be able to do that. Now we've got 10 more turns until we can open up a school and hopefully begin recruitment from that school of new technologies. Is going to aid us both economically and militarily. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please keep your comments coming down below, because they've been absolutely fantastic. They really have. We're going to start sending more and more ships to the trade routes to try and increase our trade and our profit via that route. We've also almost got the Royal Palace being built here, which is going to be the sort of the epitome of our power in Malta and indeed in the greater world. And hopefully when we get that technology we can start to expand, but we might even eye up Morocco here. That might be actually what we want to do here. And if we were to give Morocco... because we wouldn't stand against, we wouldn't stand a chance against that Spanish force there. I mean, look at, they've got Marines, they've got Swiss Grenadiers. We wouldn't stand a chance against them there. So it might be better for us to maybe look at the New World and not get involved in any conflicts here at all in Europe, because that would probably spell our doom, to be honest with you. But my friends, hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please keep your comments coming down below. As always, my friends, have been absolutely fantastic. I need the help with the council on this, I really do. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.